Hello, hi everyone. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're tuning in for the very first time, you are most definitely welcome. I do hope you enjoy your stay here. I go by the name of Khamotso Malekane, and if this is your second time and you are coming back for seconds, I then clearly be cooking up a storm in here. Thank you so much for coming back for seconds. I really do hope that you continue to come back for more, and yeah, we can be able to learn from each other and teach each other a thing or two. As you guys already seen by the title of the video, today we're going to be tackling the conversation around familiarity. This has been a very intriguing conversation for me. Like, I'm so interested in hearing what like you guys would have to say as far as this conversation goes. Like I'm very excited. Like, I don't want to lie, I'm so excited. Like, you giving a baby candies. Like, I'm that type of excited right now. But yeah, without going on and on and on, because I can do this for days. Okay. I'm going to read a definition that I found on familiarity. It's on the Cambridge Dictionary, and it reads: a good knowledge of something, or the fact that you know it so well. I love this definition because it's really straight to the point. And I would just love to actually make an example, in terms of like how I understand this definition and how I would apply it to my example. Like, for instance, I would say that I'm familiar with my family because I know them so well and I'm very familiar with them. Like, I know what they wouldn't and wouldn't do. I know what they like to eat, what they don't like to eat, how they run their mornings, how long do they sleep. I know everything about my family. I'm familiar with my family. However, a friend of mine who isn't familiar with my family wouldn't say the same for herself. Like, for instance, if I were to ask a friend of mine to come over, for a sleepover, be it for a day or a week or weekend, they would be taken back and shocked, and a bit intrigued by certain traits that my family has, or certain habits that my family members have, and they portray. Unlike me, I wouldn't be taken back because I know what my family does, what they wouldn't do, how they do it, why they do it, and so on and so forth. So let me make an example. Let's say, for instance, my mom wakes up in the morning, and I know that my mom every morning she needs her coffee, right? But a friend of mine would be a bit taken back that, oh my god, Neo's mom consumes caffeine every single morning. They would be weirded out by that, okay? But I'm not, because I know my mom, she needs her coffee to run her mornings. Whether she's going to work, whether she's just going to meet up with friends for the day, or whether she's gonna be at home for the whole day, she loves her coffee. She needs her coffee, and she's gonna drink her coffee no matter what the day looks like. Whether it's winter, whether it's summer, whether it's spring, whether it's autumn, my mom will drink her coffee for sure. But my friend, because she's not familiar with my mom, she'd be a bit intrigued and a bit taken back by that, and not even in a bad way. Just just going back to the definition of familiarity, she just doesn't have a good knowledge of my mom and my mom's way of doing things, but I do, right? And same goes out to my friend's family. Like, if I were to visit my friend, see how her family runs their livelihoods and how they do things, their habits, the characteristics they portray, and things like that, I'll be taken back by some of the things that they do because I am not familiar with them. But my friend wouldn't be taken back because that's her family and she is familiar with them and the things that they do. Now, I also would love to read a think piece, just a tiny and a think piece that I just wrote on my Instagram stories. It's now on my highlights, so it would be great if you guys would like go and just read it out for yourself. Yeah. So it's on the highlights, under the highlights word. It's just written word. I only have two highlights, so yeah. And it reads: can we also talk about familiarity? Can we talk about how, when a close friend, family member, peer, etc., posts an authentic or original think piece or a picture of a beautiful dress, we just scan through it and go about our lives? But if an influencer posts the same think piece or a picture wearing the same dress as your friend, it suddenly becomes world stop. We suddenly see the meaning and truth behind the think piece and the beauty behind the dress. Is it because we've over-familiarized ourselves with our family and friends' way of thinking, speaking, and doing things, so much so that even if they say or do something enlightening or teachable or fashionable on that one faithful day, we will not applaud it, take it and run with it, as opposed to when an influencer reposts it? If only we could hold our loved ones to the high esteem we do all these well-known people. we wouldn't have to wait to log into Instagram, to watch TV, or listen to radio, to be blessed with powerful truths, or to see how beautiful that dress truly was. So yeah, that is just the thing piece that I just wrote. I was, I just thought about it. I'm like, okay. And I just went onto my notes, wrote it, screenshotted, and just shared it on my Instagram. I did get like I think one or two people that engaged with that thing piece, and I was like I was really taken back by also their point of views and how they really thought, oh my god, like I really never thought of it like that. And that also goes out for me. There's so many things that we take very lightly as far as our family is concerned, because or our friends even, because we've over familiarized ourselves with these people, and we think that like we know their way of doing things. So even when they do something like out of the world, in that moment, like we will miss the blessing because we have over familiarized ourselves with our loved ones. So yeah, this topic is basically about that, and I just really hope that we learn from this topic. And I want it to be a conversation. I want it to be ongoing. I want to hear your guys' opinions, your guys' point of views, your guys' conviction as far as this conversation goes. I want to learn from you guys and hear what you guys think. And I really do not think that any of us have to wait to log into Instagram to hear what another well-known person has to say, when our mother probably has already said it, but because our mother didn't say it in that cool slang, and she wasn't wearing that cool top, or wearing those cool earrings and whatever, and we miss it. But then this person says it exactly the same way that your mother said it, but because it comes in a different packaging, we now want to receive it. And it's really sad, because you find that we would have been so far in life, and not even as far as materialistic things goes or career or whatever, but like as far as our mental well-being goes, our thoughts, our thinking, our way of thinking and doing things. If only we would take in and run with what our parents say, what our immediate family says, how they influence our lives, instead of us always so over familiarizing ourselves with them and their ways of doing things, that even when they do something great and out of this world, or even when they say something great or out of this world, you will not take it and run with it because it's them. I mean, who cares? But if somebody else well known says it, who has a platform, who has followers, who has a nice dress, has a nice car, who looks very cute, if they say it, you take it and you run with it. And it's wild. Like, I would just love to make an example. Like, for instance, let's say if your mom, right, or your guardian or your sister or anyone in your household, right, or your friends, like I remember they used to say that 2021 or 2020 was going to be 2020. I don't remember if it was 2021 or it was 2020, but it sounds like 2020. Yeah, it sounds like 2020, right? And a lot of people said, oh my god, it's going to be 2020. Little did we know. But anyway, asikolapo, right? And then I could only imagine if before the word got out, and influencers took it and ran with it and took it onto their social medias, and these people with big numbers on their social medias, who have really created these beautiful platforms for themselves with their hard work and everything, took out this word and ran with it, that a lot of us wouldn't have ran with the word if our mothers would have said it before it got to a Twitter. If your mother would have just woken up, got 2020, and just went, this year is going to be 2020. Let's be honest with ourselves. How many of us would have taken that and be like, oh my god, that is smart. Like, you are smart, right? And ran with it. I tell you for certain, I wouldn't have. Like, I genuinely wouldn't have. But then if an influencer does it, I don't know, there's just this shift that happens where you just want to jump into the wagon and run with whatever that's being said, because it's been said by somebody who has a big platform, and and so on and so forth. So this conversation is just about that, the conversation around familiarity, and I just really hope that we learn. I'm also trying to teach myself to listen more, and not only listen outside of home, to be able to listen more, listen to my family, listen to my friends, learn from them, like wake up every day with a teachable spirit, and don't wait to step outside of the door, the door of your house, to actually start to want to be taught by other people. Wake up in your own home, just want, like, have the desire to be taught by the immediate people in your family, the immediate people in your life, you know, your friends, your siblings, like whoever is immediate in your life, before you want to be taught by somebody on Instagram. And I'm not saying that, like, do not look forward to being taught by others, because sorry about that, guys, my camera is battery low, so I'm using my phone right now. And yeah, like, I don't want to make this video long. As you guys know, I don't like making videos long. And I just really hope that we are able to hold our loved ones to the highest esteem that we hold, you know, every well-known person that we are always willing to learn from. And as I said, I'm not saying that, you know, we shouldn't be open to learning from other people. You know, it's just that we are so more open to learning from other people outside of the career of the walls of our own homes, that we miss the blessing within our own home because we are looking outside of our home constantly, you know. So I just hope we could teach ourselves to come back home and, you know, be open to learning from our mothers and fathers, learning from our sisters and brothers, you know, even the little ones, even like the young ones, like, you know, your little babies, like toddlers and teenagers. Like, we could learn so much from these people. Like, I don't want to lie, my brother is only 4 years old and I'm learning so much from this guy. And that's only when you can have a conversation with yourself that, you know what, I want to learn from my family. I want to be able to learn from the people who are immediate to me, you know, because that's generally truly where the true blessing lie. Not to say that people outside don't carry the blessing, but I'm just saying that there is just so much revelation that you will get, that, you know, like for instance, you know, like I'm an outsider to you, right? You do not know me, and right now I'm making a 11-10 minute video to just share this insight that I have with you, right? Whereas you find that if you were to have this conversation with your mom or your sister, you guys would be talking for hours, and it will not be in vain, because you guys will be learning from each other, and you will be learning from your sister like a lot, because she is willing to go like on as far as this conversation is concerned for hours and hours about it, but I can only do 10 minutes, I can only do 11 minutes, you understand? So yeah, as I said, I do not want to make this video any longer. I really do hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and I do hope that this conversation, or rather this topic, sparks conversation. I really want us to talk and engage. If there needs be for there to be a part 2, then let's do it. Okay, I don't see why we shouldn't do it. But do comment down below in the comment section, tell me what your thoughts are, tell me where you think I went wrong, you know, tell me where you may want to correct me, and I would love to hear from you guys. Yeah, I thank you so much, you guys. Do have yourselves a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.